Hi everyone. Well, I'm here to talk about Harry Kane. Bayern Munich, of course, have put in £100 million bid, which has been accepted by Tottenham. And you have to say, well, it's an unbelievable development, really. For me, first of all, I have to say what a great player Harry Kane is. I know that I have my beef with him. The reason I have my beef with him because he is a good player and he's done the business against us many a time. So from that point of view, I'm glad that we could be seeing the back of him. I say could. From Tottenham's point of view, they have to sell him. I mean, he's got a year left of his contract. He's not going to sign. Tottenham have got to really get rid and make the move. And to be fair, to get 100 million for a 30-year-old in the last season of his contract, I know Spurs fans are not going to be happy with him going all that, but that is unbelievable business, I think. I can't believe that Bayern Munich or any team would be willing to pay £100 million for a 30-year-old player, knowing that they can get him for free the following season. So fair play for Tottenham to do that. On Harry Kane, I'm not so sure that if it was me, I would go. Obviously, Munich have been pushing and pushing and pushing for it, so it would seem likely that he has given some assurances that he'd be going there. But for me, if it was me and I was Harry Kane, I'd actually be saying, right, I'm going to stick it out for a season, and I can go to any club next season for nothing. I do believe at this moment in time, I really do believe that Daniel Levy has said to any team in the Premier League, we're not selling. I think that, they sell to Bayern Munich, they sell to Barcelona, I think they sell to anybody but they're Premier League clubs, because I can't believe that Manchester United, spent £70 million, I think he's on Haaland, and when they realistically, for an extra 20, 30 million, you know what you're getting with Harry Kane, 20, 30 goals a season. So I think from their point of view, Tottenham, they've turned around and said that no English club's going to be buying you. That really then leaves it for me, okay, I can stick it out at Tottenham for another year, then I can go to anywhere. And I actually see that if he does stick it out and has another year at Tottenham, I can very, very easily see him going to Chelsea and teaming up with Pochettino. That ain't going to happen for Tottenham now. Tottenham are not going to sell to Chelsea because, they're going to get a wrath of the fans. And listen, I think Tottenham fans will be disappointed to see him go, but on the other hand, will be pleased that it's Bayern Munich and not one of their rivals, i.e. Man United or Chelsea. Would Arsenal be in for him? I'm not so sure. I don't think he'd go to Arsenal anyway. It'd be a laugh if he did. But I don't think that would happen. But listen, the thing is, and the real deal about it is, if he stays to the end of this season, he can go wherever he wants. It seems very, very strange that only Bayern Munich have come in for him, no one else, mainly because no one else can afford him. But I can guarantee you now, on a free transfer, everybody would So for me, I think it's a good move for Tottenham to get the money. Obviously, they'd the ideal situation would be for him to sign a new contract and keep him, because he guarantees 30 goals. What would happen for Spurs next season? Look, from a neutral looking in, he's had his injuries in the past, and players like Song and Richarlison, definitely Song has stepped up, and Richarlison will have to, and maybe playing in the shadow of Kane hasn't helped his situation, so it might mean that he blossoms and things like that. But what will happen with Tottenham now is, where they're guaranteed 30 goals, they're not going to get that. And also with Tottenham is that, when they're not playing that well or under the pump, all of a sudden Kane gets a chance and scores. So listen, I think they'd be worse off without him. Obviously, they come 8th with him scoring loads of goals last season, and the last couple of seasons, Harry Kane has been, appearance-wise, been very, very good. Very much injury-free over the last couple of seasons. So Spurs will definitely miss him. But as I say, I think it's a good deal for Tottenham as far as the financial package is concerned. So it really just now depends on what Harry Kane will do. I'll be very, very surprised if he doesn't go, because Bayern Munich have been making all these moves to get him and all that. There must be some sort of correspondence, some sort of talk that he's going to go there, And listen, it means that Harry Kane will will probably win a trophy or two, and certainly push Bayern Munich towards one of the favourites for the Champions League as well. So that's my thoughts on Harry Kane, England captain, and hopefully not a Spurs player no more.